Okay, I'm on, right? Yeah, let's do this. HoloCure time. Very nice. Yes, I'm just walking into a column right now. The usual. Okay, now the game stopped lagging for some reason. Let's do that. I like the passive, let's get more of it. Oh yeah, before I do anything, alright, hello, and then where's the spider? Let's be ID. Actually, let's not do Spoody. Let's just say hello. And pin it. Pin massage, there we go. That'll do till something better or more important comes up. I must remember to do that more. Let's take the Coco actually. Sure, I'm losing a little bit of health, but I'm fairly certain that with Haato's passive, I should be okay. Plus I plan to get Genghis Khan. I will still try to get the bat sticker. Let's go. Hey, Calgie. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Goo! Lovely. So, today is Father's Day, Calgary. How has your Father's Day been? Have you either gone to see your dad, or have your children come to see you, or anything again? I saw mine earlier this morning, but there was a lot of us there just to hang out. You have children, you're single. Ah! Well, did you go see your own dad, or is your own father not present in your life, as it were? I get it. And my response to you saying that you don't have children, that you're single, is my response is bloody kids, who needs them anyway? You'll see your dad later today. Oh, nice. Sounds good. Let's just run that back. So I quite like Hatchima's main weapon. Hatchima's main weapon is pretty fun. I enjoy it at max level. Because although the other day I said, whether it was yesterday or the day before or whatever, I said I never played Hatchima, I have now played her a bit. So I am aware of her abilities, etc. So, as I've mentioned before, I'm not going to be taking Halu here. Look at how laggy it is already when it comes to me playing the game while streaming. Halu just takes it tenfold. So I will not be taking Halu. We can in like stage 1 or 2, but just not anything later than. Regrettably. Eliminate Plushie. Oh yeah, hold on, I need to do the thing, don't I? I said I was going to make my message hello until something more important came up. There we go. Heck yeah. So while I've been messing around with a few levels of Hatchma, I quite like running Size Stamp. I think my combo I've been liking is what was it again? Size Stamp, Sword Stamp, Crit Stamp. I quite like actually for Hatchima. I think was what I quite enjoyed. Oh no, it was multiple projections for Hachima. I like size up, multi-projectile, and then flexi pick either sword or bat or the other one I just mentioned already. I do like the little spider keyboard emoji. It's pretty cute. I'm glad that of all the changes that have happened within the game, the spider in Super Auto Pet still looks like the emoji keyboard one. Because they made what I would consider some unfavourable graphical changes for some of them. But they kept the spider as it is, which is cool. I haven't played Super Auto Pets in a while. Maybe I download SAP and we have a SAP stream every now and then. Something chill. Let's just pick random items. So with Hachima's kit, I don't actually like Hachima form. I prefer Haato form. I prefer this mode personally. Because of the extra buff, I prefer the extra buffs, like the reduction of damage and the hit point regen. I think it works nicer for how I like to play than the excess damage from Hachima. Personally speaking, let's take Peko Stamp. Peko Stamp is goo. So is Nightly Milk. We take those. I also like that depending on which direction you're facing, the hearts rotate in different directions. I think that's a neat touch. Face clockwise, it goes clockwise. Face anti-clockwise, as it were, it goes anti-clockwise. It's quite cool. I like it. Let's go Psycho Axe. So my plan for this evening for us, hopefully, is dependent on if anybody else comes and says hi. Hopefully after we complete Hachima, maybe there's a chance for some Jackbox games. I haven't thrown out a message in chat, the Discord, to everyone though. I'll keep it on the lowdown. It is Father's Day, I'm sure some of them will be busy, etc. That's only a thought, it might not happen. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I think stuff got caught up. Yeah, let's take the axe. Nice. I haven't made the Crescent Bardish in a while, so that might be what happens next time. Well, how about after this one we do a time attack mode? I'll see if I go slower than the last time. I've also kind of hit on to some hidden endless mode tech, Calg, because I was thinking about it earlier. I know you've probably thought about this already, but when you complete all your items all you get is coins. So, what if you allow yourself to get the level ups from boxes and increase your base stats with level ups, and then just let the excess boxes level up your items more? Because there's been so many times where I've run endless, and by 9 minutes my build's done, and I just get coins from there on out. And I thought about it the other day. I think it was my Friday thought, where I was like, what about if I just get the really, really important ones I want, and then everything else I just casually let it level up. Yeah, that's been my thought recently. But yeah, I did think you were already on that tech, so I'm not surprised you say that you usually try to let that happen. You can now tell that I'm finally catching on to nearly your kind of level of thinking when it comes to endless mode tech. I won't be as good as you, but I'll be catching up soon enough. It's actually quite fun trying to go for as long as possible on endless mode. Because even if you're not competing against the scoreboard, you could still compete against your own sort of times, as it were. So you can have your own personal challenge rather than have to be on the leaderboard. You always try to grab pace when it pops up, yeah. More often than not, by the time that I have my full build, I've used up all my eliminates and hardly any of my rerolls, depending on how lucky I am with Halo. So, yeah. Haste is always a good pickup though. For sure, definitely agree. And then the excess modifiers I pick up, yeah, they didn't used to be a scoreboard. Yeah, I mean, I would enjoy endless mode anyway, because as I've just said, it's more of a you can just have fun, not having to make versus everyone else, just for the personal fun of the challenge. Kind of like the old the joy of the hunt or whatever. The thread of the hunt or whatever the stupid ass catchphrase people that say is. Ooh, and I got study glasses. Okay, enough. Yeah, I think if I played HoloCure earlier, Calgo, I would have been playing endless mode even without a scoreboard as well. Because I do like to just every now and then play it. The only reason why I've been playing minimal endless modes on when I've been doing the idle days recently is just because it takes extra time. I like to do more different runs on the idle days. I have no aversion to playing endless mode while streaming. I don't find it as enjoyable when the game's running like this. When the game's in more of a slideshow mode, I'm just like, well, I'm not going to get that far, so not bothered, if that makes sense. I could try to run a endless mode later, but it's just, with this unfortunate frame rate issue the game seems to have while I'm doing this, it does make it unfavourable, regrettably. There was a leaderboard in 0.3, but it was immediately broke. Wow. What did people cheat for it or something? I can imagine there would have been exploits or glitches in the earlier versions of the game that people would have abused to make it really big. It's like when you look at, if you go on basically any old Call of Duty with zombies, so World at War or Black Ops or whatever, you can see everybody's got the same, basically infinite looking score because everybody cheated. Everybody basically hacked their top score. Which kind of just defeated the purpose of the leaderboard almost instantly. Too many people were playing the game. Ah, yeah. That will do it. They didn't expect the game to blow up so much. They probably didn't expect the Holotants to even necessarily play it. With that being said though, I'm fairly certain that the Holotants do tend to pick up any HoloLive based game. They tend to be pretty good at that. Oh yeah, I said I was going to get swords and sandals, didn't I? For us to potentially do some swords and sandals stuff. I still haven't got it yet. I'll do it at some point. Matsuri was the first one to play on HoloCure on stream. Oh, that's cool. Well, when she first played it, was she in the game at that point? Or was she still not available as a playable character? You could say the game speed catches up when I level up. Ah, only the EN gens are in at that time. Fair enough. But I'm glad that the game has the idle variety that it does now. If I'm honest. One thing I will say that I quite enjoy doing with Hatchimer as well is I've been taking what's it called again? Hope Soda or whatever, the one that gives you extra crit damage at the cost of cooldown rate. Works really nicely on Hatchimer, actually. Seems to be pretty good because her cooldowns are just so quick, and they're kind of, as I've mentioned, I'm not a massive fan of her OE. I don't think I like the Hatchimer form nowhere near as much as the Haato form, unfortunately. But the special comes down so quick that even when you've got Hope Soda with no removal of the debuff or idle costume, it's still one of the fastest ultis in the game by quite a country mile, comparatively speaking. Yeah, it's a ridiculously quick cooldown. And one thing I want to play with is, I can't remember what one it's called, but the mail with the item description increases special cooldown meter when hit. Imagine that plus idol costume plus... That would just be pretty much permanent uptime on the special, just constantly flicking between knockback and damage over and over and over again. That'd be pretty cool. I'm thinking maybe I give that a shot. Go to the Holo House, Holo Garden, whatever. Grab the relevant food item, and we run a super cooldown. That's just insane. I mean, I haven't actually tried the full combo in effect. I've done it with just the idol costume. The whole thing in synergy would just be ridiculous. Which means also, surely, that Hatchima is one of the most effective users of the collab with the idol costume, the one with the glow sticks. That was because you get buffs over and over and over and over again. So it should be pretty good with that. That's what I'd like to try, I think. I know it sacrifices either 5 or 10% having it as part of the super collab instead of having the idol costume on its own. But that would still be pretty neat to see it all in action. That's what I would say. While I say I may not be a big fan of Hatchima, it's still cool to show off what her kit is capable of. Just because I have an opinion on part of the kit doesn't mean I'm right. Nor am I saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's an impreferential thing, I suppose. Hack have a 30% chance to... Oh my god, do you know, I've been thinking about the bomb stamp entirely wrong all this time, Calg. Something in my head has been making me think that the bomb stamp only procs on enemy deaths, not just on every weapon proc. I literally have just... I don't know what's made me been thinking that, because surely there was some point where I realised that it was good. Yes, I know there's a 30-second cooldown, but I mean, just from how fast you go, you would be able to proc it literally every 30 seconds. Unlike some people who would have to wait a minute and a half every time. That'd be pretty cool. I know this wouldn't be perfect. It'd be cool if it was like the cooldown had... Because the thing is, sure, I think that they would have put the Idolive Super Collab to a 30-second cooldown just for Hatchima, because there's nobody else who really even comes close in there. Special rate, really, is there? Certainly not to the insanity that is Hatchima. So, I imagine that the bypass was put in for her sake over everyone else. Is my headcanon. Yeah, it's still crazy because what you're saying is it's definitely of course correct, but what I mean is I was just confusing myself because I've been thinking to myself it has to be that the kill has to come from my main weapon, not that it just procs on here. But of course, as mentioned, I've been wrong. So yeah, realistically it should be multi-projectile, bomb stamp, and size. That's what I should be running for Hatchima. Really? Is my headcanon? Or replace size with sword. All I know is that I like multi-projectile with Hatchima as fact. I know I should be using mouse aim mode when I'm in Hatchimer form, but I'm being lazy. That's why I'm doing weird. That's why I was just doing some weird maneuvers. I was just running away from them and then turning around. And I can just spacebar it, but meh. Oh yeah, one thing I was going to ask you, Calg. You've mentioned before that the Eldritch Horror collab has a minimum like a cooldown floor of 2 seconds. Do all weapons have like a really low cooldown floor, or is it like, is there some really innately high cooldown floors? I.e., can you get a whole bunch of haste and get things done really, really quickly, or is there like a drop-off point? Explosion from bomb stamp is a secondary effect, so attack that can't activate secondary effects won't hit the bomb stamp. Oh, so stuff like Candy Kingdom. You can't proc off itself because it is the secondary effect. Gotcha. Each weapon does have their own attack speed limit. Because I was testing it, I was doing I believe it was when I was messing around doing a Fauna endless run. I'm still not even top 100 with Fauna yet. I'm like 380 or something silly, 377 or whatever, 375 in that region. But I was testing with Fauna and I think I got to about 180% haste. And I thought to myself, that's why I'm asking the question, because I thought to myself, these extra increments don't feel like they're scaling me up in these later ones, but maybe that was just me. As I say, I had quite a high haste modifier on the build, because I was doing, as mentioned, well, yeah, I mean, I was still trying to get a proper score, but I was doing some testing. So that's why I was asking, because I was curious if there was like a haste percent that'd be ideal to go to. But I would assume that something along the lines of 200% to 250% would probably be about optimal for just about breaking the limit. Would it be my headcanon? So yeah, that's all. Thank you for the notation on that. Appreciated. You comment Rapdog, yeah. And what's nice about me commenting Rapdog, of course, is that they can synchronize together. Because they don't have conflicting, they don't cannibalize each other. Which is nice. Just take more haste. Because, I mean, if I could, I'd love to get Whammy Water twice. Because I always want to make... I know you can't do it, but I want to make the Ice Queen or Snowflower Sake, one of the two, whichever one, and the Frozen Sea together in the same build. But of course you can't because they cannibalize each other. I'm becoming quite attached to the Frozen Sea collab. Whatever it's called, the Frozen Ice one, the BL book plus Whammy Water, with a name akin to what I've been saying. You'd have thought I'd have remembered all the names by now. I'm just like, I remember it by the collabs, not by the thingy names. Oh, and now it's boiling. Now it's super hot outside. Okay. I understand why I'm so boiling now. It's been so cold all morning and afternoon, and then now it's just like bright sun burning. UK weather this year is going to be super weird, and that's for the UK, so that's saying something. Effect Doot Stick. Sorry, Crit Up Stamp, I need to test this. So of course, in Hatchimer form, it constantly does a do as you throw. What about in this form? My point, would it be based on a rotation, or would it just periodically do? It's a periodic do, which at the moment I'm roughly calculating to be about 1.5 rotations per do right now. That's interesting to note. I imagine that haste would speed up the speed of the doots. But of course, haste really doesn't do anything with the heart. Doots don't do anything to the heart speed, so it doesn't matter. But I imagine that it would increase the speed of the doots. Doots being classed as secondary effects would not be a surprise. I can see where you're coming from with that, Calg. The game wouldn't deal with it as like a tertiary or a extraneous effect, would it? It would just class it under the it's not primary, so it's secondary kind of business. I'd imagine, most likely. There's so many numbers on screen, sometimes it's hard to keep track. And then you just see this errant, like, 8,000 damage, and you're like, yep, EN Curse. EN Curse is such a weird weapon. The fact that it just scales to the friggin' whatever is just crazy. I think the highest I've seen EN Curse do was about 14k. Or something like that, which was just too much. It's excessive. Have I tried Ian's Curse with Candy Kingdom sweets? I can't say, I mean, I'm not going to say no I haven't, Calg. I'm going to say I haven't done it enough to pay full attention to it. I think you might have mentioned the combo to me before, and I might have tried it then. There's also probably been a couple times where I've done it in my own time, and just not really thought about it. But Ian's Curse of Candy Kingdom Sweets would just... That should pretty much just proc a second set of curses, right? With like no real downside. So it'd be like super good. Realistically speaking. To be fair, I quite like the Candy Kingdom sweets because it's a haste option, which I like, and B, it has a unique effect that not any other weapon has. They're the kind of items I like. Unfortunately, there's meta items, and then there's like the fun ones. I'm also quite liking the Naruto headband, or as the game calls it, the ninja headband, or whatever. I'm becoming quite enamored with that one. Because although yes, it's just a damage increase, it's a form of damage increase that's not seen anywhere else in the game, of specifically melee. Yeah, the bounce from ears has the secondary effect. I did seem to recall something like that. I think I have done it once or twice without really paying attention to it. But yes, as I just mentioned, Candy Kingdom Sweets is a really nice item because it does something nothing else does. And as I just I think I sort of half pulled myself out of the power of it, but how it specifically says melee weapons deal extra percent damage is something that's unseen in anything else. Very specific of the very specific damage context, which is really cool. Which is part of the reason why I also like Body Pillow, because it's the only one that grants an additional shield in its own form. As well as the damage reduction. I'm becoming quite enamoured with damage reduction builds. If only melee weapons were strong. Yeah, that's true. That's why you have to compensate for it with the... You hope that there's more items with shields? So do I. I hope so too. The only thing with more shields that I could say is that it makes... I think that would super shake up the leaderboards by quite a bit, because if you've got enough shield, you can run loads of damage reduction and then just go hardcore mode. So it will change the leaderboards considerably. I have been trying to do some hardcore mode endless runs. My scores aren't quite as high because the Agus will get you, but I think if I had the Super Dakimakura, I think I could get quite far with hardcore. But if I had a second item that gave shield, yeah, that could probably last a while. So that's the only thing I'll say. I'm not saying it in against or anything. Oh, really? Really? I mean, I know I did like 2 runs before I started the right, okay. Yeah, so she's already maxed. Let's play some time mode. I'm not gonna end Hatchiman's stream already, but because I did. You can see I've done 4 different stages. I was just trying to raise the fandom a little bit, so in today's stream I could max her friendship out. Fandom out, sorry. But obviously I miscalculated and overshot myself. Or as Tobias would say, I shot my wad. So, what our plan is, our plan here is CEO tiers, right? I think I'll also do the... There we go. Probably should have taken the study glasses, but I very rarely get CEO tiers in time attack, so let's do it. When I say I rarely get it, of course, as you've observed, Calg, it's more that I genuinely don't get it as an option, not that I don't choose it. You know what I mean. Black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. I know the song actually starts, you know what it is, but I'm just spouting nonsense. So now I've got CEO tiers, I don't really need to level up my primary weapon, do I? Let's be honest. I can just get CEO tiers all the way up really quickly. That's right, it gives everybody the same level 1 and everything when you charm attack. Okay. Let's go focus shades. Oh yeah, what I don't suppose you know roughly what bouncy ball level Hatchimer is, Calg. I assume she's about a 2, maybe a 3 based on the size of the yoga balls. Has been my assumption. No, don't you don't need to worry about checking, Calg. It was more of a on the spur of the moment thing. It's not a problem. It's more just a while we're talking about it kind of thing. Yeah, you'd be guessing a 3 as well. Yeah, fair enough. You seem to have similar thoughts on that one. Okay, extra damage on CEO tiers. This is going to be good. Also, to be fair, I've never actually watched any of Hatchimer's streams, so I genuinely couldn't tell you from my observations if I would have thought that would be fair or unfair. Hatchimer's actually a 4! Wow. Damn. Then she definitely got Booba. Oh no, don't kill me. This run's going decently as well. Please no. Alright, okay. Let's just push out of the corner. Go on, CEO tiers. Carry her harder. Probably could have taken that actually. Oh well. Wants an additional heart. Yeah, I kind of want to get that to max as well. While I've not got level 7, haste stamp will be mostly appreciated. Let's get spider cooking. I get increased benefits of it after all. May as well take advantage of the passive. Nice. The damage actually paying off right there. Yeah, I'll take an next potato with cooldown on it. Yes, please. And again, I've still not got level 7 hearts, so I may as well just get the haste stamp up. And seeing as Bouncy Balls is really good on her, may as well just get that up as well. I won't have to focus on my hearts at all necessarily. This run is feeling kind of slow though. If you wanted proof, Cal, that my bad results on time mode is a skill issue, here's your proof. This is the run with CEO tiers, and I'm still going to take like 3 hours to complete this. You can't defend me on this one, buddy. This is really early CEO tiers and still need to get good. Gain a little bit of extra damage plus the health. Fine. Multi-projectiles, yes please. Get rid of the crit, put it on projectiles. Oh man, look at that. If I'd waited just another like quarter of a second, I'd have had the cohabit passive up. Damn. That's on me. Obviously. Oh yeah, and I'm caught up on Iris and Fubuki for whatchamacallit, Gachikoi. Because I wanted to do endless mode with them. But my Fubuki endless was bad. So I need to improve it. And Iris I haven't actually done yet. I.e. I haven't tried an endless one with her, so I'll check her later. Let's give the damage to the weapon doing all the heavy lifting here. Also, if there's anything that you recommend we should do with Hanchma during the stream, please tell me. Whether it be primary weapon only, or no items, or hardcore, or endless, or if you want me to run it on a stage, or particular combos, I'm down to clown. I don't need the study glasses now. Bit late. Or, if you want, we make Hatchima a small Idle Day stream. And then play something else. It's another potential. But I'm more than happy to run some more Hatchima. Train doesn't stop just because we've hit Gachikoi. Is my response to that statement. Yeah, this is. I mean, this has still been faster than some of the other ones, but this is still a good demonstration of that I have a skill issue. I think this will be 8-10-ish. would be my rough guess at this moment. Yeah, I'm just going to keep leveling up the CEO tiers here. I'll take the drink bowl. I know it cannibalizes the picky pepper a little bit, but oh well. No, don't hit me. Please and thanks. Or hit me? Okay. So it wasn't an 8-10. Nor was it a success. One small thing is that you can use the Broken Dreams collab with her. Okay. Broken Dreams collab. Spiderweb and Spider Cooking and CEO tiers. That sounds fine for me. Let's do it. Because the Broken Dreams collab is Spider Cooking, so it's amped by the. Oh, I've just figured out what you're about to tell me, Calg. So while the going to be you're going to say something along the lines of, like how the meat collab has the damage modifiers proc twice, the 15% extra damage from Hachima's spider passive benefit, you know, where it says all spider items give 15%. I assume you're going to tell me Broken Dreams gets 30. Have I clocked on to the idea, or is that not correct? That's just my thoughts on what you're going to, of what's implied. Go to Fan Beam. If so, that'd be really cool. Does 20 benefit Broken Dreams the most out of all the relevant weapons? Benefits at the most out of all the relevant weapons, you say? Interesting. To be fair, I like the Broken Dreams collab. I mean, sure, I had to look it up in the armory, but as I say, I can do it based on the icon. I can't do it based on the name. That's a me problem. Let's also do the thing I was talking about. Oh, I don't have the right food for it, but oh well. You can do a small version, I suppose. Also, I want Halu here. I know, I just committed heresy. Removing the sausage. I want Bouncy Ball, but I think I need to grab my 2 collabs first. But I think I put the item limit on 3. I keep screwing up my item orders, weapon orders recently. And missing out on collabs where I should have them. So I want Spider Cooking, CEO tiers, Musical Note, Glow Stick, Bouncy Ball. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. Odds are I probably will mess it up somehow. Don't worry. Don't worry, it probably won't be smooth sailing. Let's get rid of energy drink. And then hopefully somewhere in here will be the Halo. Let's remove BL book. So items will be Halo. Let's take the I've got scope to play with on items. Let's take headphones. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I done it. Should have just left it on the ground till I had 250. I only would have had to have waited killing that boss. Couldn't find anything about a double buff. That's fair enough. It was my what's the word? Theory casting / stipulation based on your previous comment of you could try give it a shot. I know sometimes you like to ask me to run little tidbits which are cool features to talk about. With all that knowledge you have. Still no Halo, huh? He says, as he receives it in the reward, literally as he finishes uttering the word. Oh man, man, Crony's still not in the stream chat, huh? Nope, didn't work. Bad joke, poor taste. Awakened main weapon, thank you very much. But let's take the unit stamp for now. I don't like unit stamp for Hatchima because I actually like her base weapon, as I mentioned. So it's not a permanent feature. Nowhere near. There's CEO tiers. So I just want to grab. There is some there is some points of interest, but it's mostly technical stuff. Oh, that's cool. That's the thing. Some characters are more technical within their skills, and some characters are more how they synergize with weapons. It's just all a part of the song and dance of it all, isn't it? Really. Yes, I can understand that you've probably got a lot of notes on the interactivity between all of her passives. Just because she's a character with probably one of the most highest levels of synergy in the entire game. All of her passives all interact with each other. Unlike a lot of other people. Cough, looking at you, Zeta, cough. Oh yeah, by the way, even though we're doing it endless, I won't be employing my usual endless strategies. Just because I don't think it will be too good on this frame rate. I think I just get stomped. So I'll be doing a proper, well not a proper, but like a sort of damage resistant site / blocky business, I suppose. Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna hit ult almost every time. Beetle affects Hachima's poison. Really? Well, that's cool. I mean, it is a passive ability at the end of the day, so you saying that doesn't surprise me. But I don't feel like it's worth the exchange. As in, I don't think Beetle's necessarily useful on Hachima. There's people that make better use of it, is what I'm trying to say. In my opinion. She doesn't have enough to warrant it. For me. Thinking about it, who do I like Beetle on? I like Beetle on Fauna as an off pick. It's okay with Wawa, but not amazing. With Ina, it's not too bad because or any partner skills / companion skills, I suppose. Of Suisei. Yes, because of the Tetris blocks. Yes. I've already done Suisei Day, right? Yes, I have. Because she's on the far right side on the second row. So I've already done Suisei. It's a shame that the Beetle doesn't work with Fubuki's swords from when you throw them out from the awakened form of your foxtail. It's a shame it doesn't count that as part of the character skills. Both the Suisei skills and special abilities are affected by Beetle. Wow, that's pretty cool. Beetle would work quite well on Azuki. No, because the note splitting off come from the main weapon. Yeah. Let's take knockback. I think this time I'll want... This time I want knockback sticker. Size again and multi-projection. Oh, multi-projectile, sorry, not projection. I definitely want knockback because I've got nightly milk. No milk makes every knockback incentive worth it. Realistically. Which may make me persuaded to re-roll both components of Broken Dreams once it's collabed. Maybe. Let's get it collabed up first and I can decide in a bit when an anvil actually comes to tow. Oh, I quite like Beetle with Roboco actually as well. Procking off all them batteries. It's kind of cool. Okay, double damage broken dreams for now. Decent enough. Let's eliminate the lava bucket. Yeah, I don't believe I've got the right setup for a really high ender score here, but this is good to go to say 33, 34 minutes, potentially. Given I gain a little bit more knockdown. I like to have knockdown on the Idle Live Super Collab though. So, I mean, sure, give me Idle Song with an enchantment on it already. Saves me a little bit of effort. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to be stuck trying to get just these. Because it always goes, always Holocoin, then always Hamburger. Because I can only have two options. But apparently I got a haste out of that. So, there you go. Good enough. Then, give me knockback effect. Double damage. Not awful. This could kind of just be like a hold your ground kind of thing, which I've said would probably be more effective than a hit and run strategy right now. I suppose. Given both frame rate and item setup. Attack up, sure. And yes, I'm still treating this as if it's a practice endless run for Hachima, so be interesting just to see roughly what I can do here. It's a theory crafting thing more than it is an actual thing. That is not a good stamp. Let's get rid of that. Fine, twist my arm, I'll take glow stick. Don't need movement speed because that's not what this build's about. So I have to bend the knee on that. Just a little. Then let's increase the damage of something. I'll take crit, just because. I mean, 3% crit is, in effect, 1.5% additional damage output. So, better than nothing, I suppose. Yes, this could be a very late third base weapon here. Which is fine. As discussed, it's pretty nice to let the boxes be upgrades. So yeah, I'll get the Super Collab, and then I'll grab level 1s of the weapon and item respectively slots that open up. And then I'll try to let boxes get them covered. As within reason. Another 1.5% damage. Okay, I don't want to be grabbing speed. I'm just doing everything I can to avoid taking speed. Fairly set it's a class B drug over here. So yep, continue to do everything I can to not take movement speed. And I'll get a quick hammer drop. Excuse me, I said I will get a quick hammer drop. Apparently I won't. You know what? Fair enough. Then I said, actually, doesn't matter what the final thing is. Kiting boards isn't overly effective on Hachima. Oh! That's lucky that I got it with one reroll. Just then. So there you go, Bouncy Ball will also have knockback. Which is going to be great. Bouncy Balls also get extra damage. Yeah, I need to put knockback effect on this. I need to reroll this double damage in my head. Also, what should the final... Researcher's Coat is neat, but I think in a defensive build, I don't want it. In a build where I'm going to be killing Yagus, you don't need the excess XP. You'll get that from killing Yagu. Researcher's Coat is normally for me is a compensatory when I'm running speed builds. This is how I treat it. As I say, it's an item that's been growing on me, but that's where I set the parameters. I mean, it might not be the... Ooh! Focus Shades. That's an option. You know what? It's different. Let's do it. realistically, the proper pick there was either a plushie or hold out for membership or breastplate, honestly. I think it would have been a holdout for membership there. But you know what? Let's mix it up. It's fine. More crappy stamps. Give me some good ones. I've been forgetting to press special button. Nothing more than just my derpness. But now the cooldown comes back super duper quick. Let's just permanently press it. Permanently within reason, I suppose. Whoop. So yeah, if I should have got the correct meal for this, that would have been cool. Even more special. And yes, the buff has a cooldown, but no, we don't care about it because reasons. Yeah, I know it's unfortunate to remove the double damage, but I want knockback effect. Almost always I try to get knockback effect where possible. Exactly. Raisins. That is 100% right. See? You caught on. That's what happened when the grape got a promotion, right? He got a raisin. I need to remember that one for Wednesday. I need to remember that one for Wednesday. 100%. Whereas this is going to look at me really weirdly on that one. It's going to be great. Let's take Greed Stamp off. I never wanted it in the first place. Yes, I could sell it and get more money and then put in a level 1, but I don't care. Knockback effect and cooldown? Wonderful. Crit, fine. Just as long as it wasn't speed and pickup range, I wasn't bothered. That was worth using a reroll. Let me get them two options together. And I still need to get Broken Dreams to have knockback, I think. But I think that's got damage and size or something. Or damage and +1 projectile, whatever the two had. Definitely none of it was KB effect. Ideally I want double knockback, but that's like... Unless I was to have manufactured it more before I collabed, that would have been It's an annoying thing to try and just roll. So I consider what I've got for the Idle Super Collab to be as good as I can get. Double damage it was, okay. So that's removing another double damage, but it's okay. Did you notice I just got an upgrade? One of them promotions was crit damage. The most versatile form of damage. I'm gonna be topping the leaderboards with that one. Level 78, 15 minutes in. So that will land me around level 115-ish by the time 30 minutes kicks in. Roughly, maybe 120. But due to the fact I have body pillow and a whole bunch of stuff going on, I'll try to be super aggressive and walk into as much as possible to get things quicker. Oh yeah, after this we can have a little look at the Hatchman leaderboards. Because as mentioned, that's kind of what I like to do now, whenever we got idle days going on. I will state though that I have nothing more to report in terms of my high scores. This is kind of just nothing worthwhile mentioning. No more T100s or anything special. Yet. Even my Moonmay score I improved, but it's like mid 250s or something. Somewhere between 250 and 300. It's not amazing. Yeah, this is almost infinite special when I remember to press the button. Hatchma's ulti in comparison to everybody else in this game is kind of like playing regular League of Legends versus ultra rapid fire mode. Kind of that much of a difference. It's just ridiculous. One projectile knockback effect. Not a fan of the +1 projectile in that context, but knockback effect, decent. Then I don't think that the Yoga Ball can roll knockback effect. I think it's actually an illegal move. So I'll leave the bouncy ball on as damage. Would be the sensible play, I suppose. Take speed over pickup range. I know I said I don't need speed, but it certainly does more for me than pickup range. Right, so there's a 10-second countdown timer on the buff. It takes 6 seconds. It takes 6 seconds for my ult to come back up. Wild. You have an 11th place with Hatchama. Holy, we're scouring the... after this I'll be scouring the leaderboards for you then. On that 11th place one. Some of the names on Hatchman's leaderboard are great. Oh no, are they like Dick Sauce, whatever the guy's name was for the guy whose name was opposite you in the other... for the other idol? Is it like that tier? If so, I'm down. Okay, I'm content with that. I'm content with that. That's fine. Let's get all the 100%ers. Not going to get many more anvils. So, one spawned just as I said that. Okay. Well, gee, Crony still isn't here. I wonder if she'll turn up anytime soon. Nope, still just a fluke. And after I finish the joke, I get yet another anvil. What is this? Sometimes I just gotta eat my words. Die, sapling. You don't need legs. This is truly ridiculous. This alt frequency. You could probably tell this, but I'm not even paying attention to which form I'm in now. It's literally just constantly hit shift, regardless of form. I mean, realistically, it's 6 seconds for the cooldown to come back. So let's assume I can hit the button 9 times given human reaction times. That's a lot of times. I say human reaction times because we're not cats. Cats have something like a 30 to 70 millisecond reaction time. Ours is a lot longer than that. And if you didn't know, snakes have a reaction time of approximately 40 to 70 milliseconds. And that fraction of a second is part of the reason why cats are never really taken on by snakes. As in, the snakes never win against cats. Because cats have approximately, at the floor, 20% quicker reaction time. It's just crazy to think about. Five-hour reaction time. Couldn't be me, for real, for real. And then if you think that's fast, the I believe it's the strike action of a praying mantis is something like a millisecond, or like half, or like the tiniest fraction. Literally, a praying mantis from the point at which it begins a strike to the point where it's finished the strike is quicker than the blink of a human eye. It's just the most insane thing. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I love talking about animals. Just not humans. Humans kind of suck. Nope, let's get level 2 bouncy ball. Really my priority should be on the collabed ones, but oh well. I've been slacking on pressing the shift key, haven't I? Probably missed out on like 8 potential times of pressing it in between the last presses. Going back to that 5-hour reaction time, huh? There's the correct stamp. Been waiting for that one. And I think I accidentally also removed the Peko Peko stamp earlier. Unless it's just that I haven't had it yet. I think I accidentally got rid of it though. I like how when the Hatchimer projectiles get to the end, they spin out from there. It's pretty cool. All maxed out. Let's grab crit, sure. I think this build would have benefited more from a Picky Pepper over the focus glasses. But, oh well. I've already said I'm doing it for the fun of it. So we'll probably end up with about 23 to 24,000 kills by 30. By the looks of it. So it's a little behind some characters. I think the most I've done by 30 minutes is 28,500 or so. Maybe 29. It was. I think I did a really good one with Callie actually, where I just annihilated everything because Callie's scythe is just OP. Don't need the haste stamp. In a unique turn of events, I actually turn down the haste stamp for a change. It's almost like there's a couple characters that don't actually benefit from it. Yeah, let's go 60. And back around. Sure. Give me one moment, I'm just going to throw feelers out. How do I get to the... Huh? There we go. Up for some Jackbox. Games in about 20. Go. Just getting feelers out there to see if we're doing stuff after Hatchimer. I think I'll do what I've done before in that I'll keep things going for a little while after, and then depending on what happens depends on stuff, I suppose. And then of course we can just chat shit about any random stuff you want to talk about while in between. I suppose. Let's go increase crit, sure. I've been forgetting to use ulti, so I've probably been stuck in Hatchimer mode forever there. I mentioned before that I didn't really care for HoloLive music, or just, you know, general VTuber music. Are there any genres of music that I really like? Let me see here. Most of them. I like classical, I like power metal, I like various bits of pop, but pop's whatever. I like prog rock, so progressive rock. Due to listening to my parents' music, so I quite like ska. Then of course there's various bands such as, well, Queen, Sabaton, Evanescence, Breaking Benjamin at the moment. I'm really enjoying Breaking Benjamin because they're so good. Kings of Convenience. It's almost like I've made a tier list specifically about albums and artists and covers. I listen to just about everything out. There's the only genres of music I don't listen to out of choice really is rap. I'm not a massive fan of house, but like, although I'm not a big fan of house, Pendulum especially, and I suppose broadly EDM, I don't mind Sub Focus and stuff like that, but yeah, I'll listen to quite a lot of music, really. Trust me, if there was no such thing as copyright, we'd be headbanging to most probably just be headbanging to Sabaton right now. I also unironically really like King Crimson, which is why I said prog rock as well, because sure, Queen are prog rock, but also so are King Crimson and Yes and Dio, for instance. Dio's kind of blurs into quite a few. Although when it comes to prog rock, I'm not a massive fan of Pink Floyd. I like Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, but yeah. What HoloLive music have I listened to? Everything in HoloCure. I've listened to stuff, mostly it's been stuff by Marine actually. So Treasure Box and that new song I or 3 or whatever it's meant to be called. Narissa's new one? I think I've listened to parts of Kiara's new one. It's not necessarily that I dislike music made by HoloLive, I just haven't... It's not the part of HoloLive's skill branch of which I've really paid attention to, is what I mean. I'm not saying they're bad songs by any measure, because I do enjoy what I've listened to of what they've done, but... Oh yeah, and I like J-Rock. K-pop's okay, but Man with a Mission and One OK Rock, they're the ones to go for. Especially Man with a Mission. Oh man. Man with a Mission are great. Have I heard Risu sing? Nope. Like I say, I don't really... I'm pretty apathetic to listening to... I mean, it's not like I wouldn't. I'll say it's just... Oh, and Ikimonogatari. Ikigaki is just so good. The lead vocalist is just amazing. And she's really good at songwriting. She's written quite a few songs for other people. She's kind of like a mini version of Ed Sheeran, but for Japan. Which is really cool. I used to be massive into Coldplay. And then Milo Xyloto dropped. And then I was just like, yes, this album's not particularly great, and then everything that preceded it was just throw it in the bin tier almost. I have all of their albums, but just the only ones I listen to is Parachutes, A Rush of Blood to the Head, X and Y, Viva La Vida. Well, Shion's your favourite singer, you think Risu's closest to being the objectively best singer in HoloLive. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, if ever you want to talk about any specific music, Calg, I can pretty much touch base with you on most musics. It's just disappointingly not not HoloLive's music that I can resonate with you with, just because of my lack of knowledge of it rather than a lack of appreciation for it, I suppose. So I can't match you on that, but I can talk to you properly, like give a proper opinion about other stuff, I'm sure, but don't get me wrong, they've got great voices from the various clips I see. Oh, and of course, when it comes to HoloLive, I've listened to most versions of Ochame Kino. Because I've listened to the EN version, the ID version, and the Loads of People Together version, and I think one of the early JP versions. Should you be recommending songs? You don't have to. But if ever you want to, obviously, let me know. I won't be able to play them on stream, but I'm always game to listen to whatever people's preferences are. The thing is, I understand though, a lot of people don't like recommending music to other people because music's a very a lot of people see music as a very temperament thing of, if you don't like the kind of music I do, I'll take great offence to it. It's kind of how most people sort of see it. Oh, there is a band that you might have heard of, Cal, because they're American. They're not a massive band over here, but I love them. Starset. His voice, what's he called? Damien? Yeah, his voice is brilliant. As I say though, Cal, I wouldn't necessarily be able to play it, but I'd happily listen to it and give you my thoughts. For sure, as an opinion. What's also great about music, I don't know why people say they don't like music, right? There's some people out there that are just like, no, I don't like music. Fuck off. There's so much with music, especially like proper, you know, like songs, like what most people perceive to be proper songs and stuff, like whether it be the bass line of a song, the lyrics of the song, the meaning of the song, people who have personal connections to certain songs. Like there's so much more in part and parcel to music than just, oh, it's just notes. When it comes to music, there's definitely two statements I hate. One of them is, I know hate's a strong word by the way, but it's kind of true. Statement number one I hate is, I don't like music. Piss off, go away, whatever. Statement 2, yeah, I don't really like classical music. Excuse me, what? Everybody, even if they don't want to acknowledge it properly, will appreciate classical music at the very least at a base level. Think about it, all film scores and TV soundtracks and video game soundtracks, and there's so much classical music just in... You don't have to love, like how I quite enjoy Tchaikovsky, right? You don't have to be like, oh, Waltz of the Flowers, Pog. But for people that say they don't like classical, there's so many. I could be like, right, what about this? And they'd go, oh yeah, you know. Like people say Hans Zimmer is one of the best composers of our time. What does Hans Zimmer make? Film scores. And what are his film scores traditionally? Classical music. You know, there's just this innate thing where people say they don't like classical because they have to think of Beethoven, Mozart. Not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of people like Brahms. I find Brahms to be very boring, personally. Just my take. But I also think Beethoven's... I mean, don't get me wrong, Beethoven was seen as quite the artisan for music. And was said to really bring it home for adding so much to musical concept and stuff, but I'm not a massive fan of Beethoven. I don't mind Ode to Joy, I think is as far as I go with Beethoven, quite honestly. That's just an example. Sorry, that's my That's my rant on classical music. TLDR, go away. If you if you got that kind of statement, go away. The fact that people hate music and the fact that people say they don't like classical is just a bit too much sometimes. I kind of understand what they mean, because the core concept of classical, maybe not, but I mean, sorry, not the specifics, but the core concept of classical you can't not like. Almost everything is spurred from classical. Or if it hasn't spurred from classical, it's spurred from something else that was done from classical. You don't like songs with very high-pitched notes? Ah, that's the thing. A lot of people's vocal ranges are so different. One of the parts of... Now, I said that I think it's wrong to not like classical music, but classical music is so over-encompassing. One part of classical music I also don't like is opera. It grates on me like how you're saying high-pitched music grates on you. Yeah. I think opera comes under that, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, there's some great tenors and there's some great tenors out there, but like when you hit beyond soprano / falsetto and you go even higher, it's like, nah, count me out. I'll just quickly check to see if anybody's not necessarily. Well, as predicted, the guy that kept talking about me using the explode to give 2B her butt has asked if there'll be a dressless 2B for Jackbox games. I've just said not necessarily. To be fair, I don't mind numbers. Numbers is alright, but he certainly brings some memery at the best of times. I'll say that much. I haven't completely dropped Nier Automata, it's only because I've been enjoying Dark Souls. I will be continuing that no chip run. I've not completely dropped it, by the way. There's just been an intermission. He says, trying to hold on to the promise. The no chip run is fun. We're still not done with it yet. I've not even got to 9S playthrough yet. I've got to beat stupid Roly Bally Orb boss. So Nier Automata is... For where I'm at with Nier Automata, it's beat the ball guy, run back out, beat the ball guy again, but in a slightly weaker form, then fight Eve, and then we move to 9S. Essentially. So there's not much left to play through 1. I'm not saying it's easy, but there's not a lot to do. There's only a few real fights left in it. And then you get to experience the whole other perspective of the game. Which is really cool. Because I think I mentioned to you before when we were playing Nier Automata that the music in Nier Automata is dynamic. And it changes based on your environment. What I hadn't yet mentioned, because we're not at the run yet, and I'll mention it when we do so, Nier Automata also has a completely different soundtrack where all of the music is also in 16-bit. All for 9, and then for everything you do in 9S's playthrough, where you do the hacking minigames, which make more sense when you see them, always the 2-bit music plays. 16-bit music plays. It's very cool. Yeah, there's more than one reason why I said it's got the best. It's the game with the best soundtrack in the world. Like, it's just an objective fact that the Nier Automata soundtrack is just the best. Sure, stuff like Skyrim and Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance are pretty close, but that game nailed it. That game just nailed soundtracks. Also, funnily, Bayonetta has a really good soundtrack. So that's 3 games out of 4 that I've mentioned, made by Platinum Games, where I'm talking about the music. It's almost like they know what they're doing or something. What's Have I heard of any? Have I listened to any Hatchma songs? No, I have not. I get the impression that she's kind of a high-pitched singer, though. Not like super high-pitched, but I feel like she's going to be soprano level. Would be my take, without hearing any of it, if I'm honest. I've made more kills on this than I thought. I said I thought I'd end up with about 24,000. So 26, probably 27,000 is not bad. That's top 30% for me so far, roughly. Oh, crit shows 146% because I get 50% from the buff. So I'm nearly at 100% flat. Good. Which I want 100% flat for the multi-proc on the hearts. Like 9%. So I'll ask you the same question but in reverse, Cal, because you asked me earlier, and I haven't asked you. Besides HoloLive, i.e. except for HoloLive songs, what else do you listen to? What other music tastes do you have? Right, that's 100%. Well, 102%, but you know. Max crit. You like marching band, game and anime music? Ah yes, the marching band music makes sense based on your previous high school experiences. You were telling me about how you used to be a part of the band. That tracks. So fair enough, you mostly like thingy. Fair enough. That's cool. Sorry, I'm just double checking things. Why am I mentioned? Hold on, who's mentioned here? Oh, Crystal's just pinging everyone. You really like music you can imagine a game like boss music. Understand? Understand? Nothing wrong with that. Because that's kind of the music that can get you hype, isn't it, really? So that's understandable. Right, I must remember to constantly be pressing shift. If ever there's a time, it's now. I'd say I could probably last the 33-34 minutes, but even that's looking not on the side of particularly possible right now. I mean, it might be. That's looking like a whole load of health chunking out real quick. Another anvil, thank you. Ari, thank you. Shion Onion Tower. Oh, cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, I'm stuck on a pillar. That's on me. I think this run dies in about 10 more seconds. I don't think this has got the. I don't think the juice has got the squeeze here. Why did I just pick up crit there? I should have pick up range. Man, this is going so slow from how many Yagus are around. Give me a second. No, looks like after this, I'll just end it here. I'll try to. I should really just preemptively be more preemptive on organising a proper Jackbox night. Oh well, it's on me. Sorry, Cow. Tell you one thing and then another thing happens. I suppose it was more, I told you my intentions, and then I told you the actual truth. I suppose. Oh! I was trying to hold spacebar, but I accidentally just let go of pressing down at the same time, when I shouldn't have done. It's all goo. It's Golgoo. Right, more attack, even though it should have been more speed, but oh well. This isn't the runaway strat, this is the stand and fight one. Just want to be able to slowly circle. But after this, we'll definitely have a look at Hatchma at the least for leaderboard. And if there's anyone else you want to have a look at for anything, we can. Oh. Push shift, come on. Come on me, don't be so silly. Yeah, I think if I took focus shades out, how would I want to do Hatchma? I quite like the item setup I have, so I wouldn't change that. Or I'd add an item slot so I could then have Frozen Sea, actually. That may be what I would do. I'd add another item slot, change focus shades to either breastplate or membership. Maybe take headphones out and replace them with something else as well. Maybe. Also, you don't always get nightly milk, so that's just a bonus. If I wasn't able to get nightly milk, I guess it would be... Depends on whether I was doing a run strategy or a defense strategy. If I was doing a defense strategy, it'd be the opposite. Actually, no. I think for both run and defense strategies, I'd still pick the opposite damage resistance. So if I took membership, I would try to get breastplate. Or if I took breastplate, I'd try to get membership. I'm really valuing high damage reduction at the moment. Yagu's hit super hard. At 40 minutes, even with like maximum damage resistance items, they hit for like 200 damage. Or something silly. There's just so many stats incorporated into late game that it's not even funny. So the fact that you've got so many like top 15, top 20s is just ridiculous. I mean that in a good way, of course. Like ridiculously good. Oh. Kinda wish there was like a on-screen Yagu limit. For performance purposes over anything else. There is a limit. I'm just not defeating them quick enough. Okay, okay. I take my words and I eat them. There is a limit, it's just like 999,999. Get ya. That's still a finite number. However high the number may be, it is one that's set. When I'm not recording, I generally don't start lagging when I'm doing especially my proper endless runs where I'm going speed mode until about 40 minutes in. And even then it's minor. Well, actually, the run hasn't gone off far from what I said. I said it'd probably get to about 33 minutes initially, and then I changed my mind and said probably dead by 30 minutes 30. So no, back on track for roughly what I said. My initial rough projections were correct. But I don't think this will last up to beyond 35. If it does, I'll be very surprised. There's not enough damage negation here, even when I'm in heart form. For me to really be able to get anywhere. At least with this setup. So this has been a good... this is definitely a good analysis for me for when I go to do her proper run. I'll say that much. So I'm taking approximately 22 to 25 damage at the moment per hit. And that will ramp up within another wave or two of Yagus. Also, my stamps aren't necessarily correct. Instead of the sword stamp, I would have preferred the lifesteal stamp. I think if I had the lifesteal stamp, there'd be a lot more sustain in here. Sustain would go up about threefold. I almost always take the lifesteal stamp in my hardcore runs. I'm sure you do too as well. Because there's just so much, not hardcore, endless run, you know what I mean. Very few characters can run endless in hardcore mode proficiently in my opinion. Most of them rely on damage reduction and life stealing back your health after being hit in some form or another. Yeah, I think this is dead by 33:30 here. It's closer than it looks because they are speeding up. So not like scot-free or anything. The thing with Yagus as well, is that if you're just going pure speed mode, you'll end up with about 700 to 800% speed by the time Yagus come around. And they catch up to you by 40 minutes. Right, let's see these 180th? Huh. Not bad for a dummy run. Let's see here. Hatchimer feet. Oh, I like the name. Goudoir. Nice. Phyllis. Elsa. Hatchimer's footrest. Stage 2. Oh, it's on stage 2 hard. Okay. Hatchimer feet. Yep. Hatchimer's footrest again. Nice. What about stage 3? Trying to find the one where you're on, but this good person is just taking up quite a lot of the scoreboard here. Hatchimer feet, cool. Calgrot, there you are, Calg. Stage 3 regular. Nice. Found ya. Bee-Boo. So somebody called Bee-Boo Rocks. Nice. These are some strong ass scores, of course. Hold on. Haato's pet spider. Nice. Now I found you, I'll just go through the top 10 on the other stages just to see what it's like. Hatchima Feet, yeah. Hatchima Feet just dominates the Hatchima scores. No less than expected. Dickman makes his appearance again. Stage 2, third. Stage 2, third place. Nice. So you said Eofi, right? Stage 2 hard. Damn. That's brilliant. Nice one. Good job, Calg. So, that will be Hatchima. Next up will be Mel. You can click on the icons. Can you? Which icons though? Huh? Sorry, what icons do you want me to click on? What, via like here or via like? Yeah, sorry, Cow, I am confused as to which icons use for. Oh! Sorry, you click in the name and then you can click the icon head. Oh. Oh. Yeah, and then your thing and the numbers and leaders on the leaderboard. Yeah, I just caught up to. I just saw it as you typed it. That's so cool. Thank you for the knowledge. Nice. So that's Haato done. So everyone along top and second row are done. Haato's done. We now have 17 characters remaining. Next up will be Mel. So Mel will be next stream. There's quite a few along here that I still haven't played as, so it'll be interesting. So yeah. Thanks for stopping by as always. Or stopping by. Thanks for being here for basically forever as always, Calg. Always appreciated. Everybody else who checks the VOD out or whatever else, thank you very much. Next time's Mel for HoloCure.